So let's see.
I can't tell if you're wiggling it like that.
Oh, that's what she
It
said.
looks like a Glock.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that an actual
remember
or
that?
is that one of those SMKs?
Remember that frame that was really nasty to hold on to?
Yeah, you messed it up. You fixed it.
And I thought the lower was the problem. Yeah, the lower is not the problem. The upper was the problem.
Okay.
Interesting.
We are feeding out to the folks in the world, dudes. We're feeding out to yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, we're gonna get all up in it. If you're watching us live, that's because you're on Utreon. That's where you can see us live. Go to Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom podcast or WMMF to watch us live and hang out with us and enjoy the fun. As a lot of folks out there say all the time, the FreeForAll Monday is everyone's favorite, so this is FreeForAll Monday. I want to remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com, look around the site. It's built by Two-Way Commerce. Big shout out to Two-Way Commerce for building our new awesome website that is more fantastic and amazing than the Safety Harbor Firearms website, because that was built by someone back in 1979.
Well, all I got to say is just run some numbers on gross income.
Well, we appreciate some of that income coming this direction from Safety Harbor Firearms. We appreciate it. So anyway, yes, go check that out. Yes, you're good, Lola. Please don't slam the door too bad on your way out. Yes, I'm going to keep going here. All right, so that being said here, let me, if you guys are ready, let's get this all kicked off here, because I know people are out there ready to get into this. So let's get this kicked off. Let's jump all the way in right now.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, so just let me know here if my audio needs to be turned up. I really can't tell, so you guys out there can let me know. I had to unplug everything, plug it back in. I probably sound fine to Patrick and Walter, but the people out there can let me know. All right, we are live. Let's do jazz hands. Come on. Oh, no, let's do this. This is what we're doing now.
I can't.
Oh, hell, I am not copying that woman.
Jazz hands.
No. Nope.
Let's get the jazz hands going. What the hell is that about? Is that like an insect move?
She's nuts. That woman is deranged.
No, she is.
Wow.
She's on some serious effing drugs.
I used to think the black chick that always wears the kente cloth was the most thirsty. was the most thirsty crazy chick when they did the State of the Union. And I didn't watch it, by the way. I just saw the highlights.
All I saw was highlights as well.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it either. I can't watch those. I can't.
So stupid.
You know, it's like when there's YouTube videos of people purposely hurting themselves.
Yeah.
I can't watch them either. And,
Yeah.
and that's what they're doing to the country.
Yeah.
Purposely hurting the country. So I can't do it. So.
Really weird, really sick people running the country. Okay, listen, I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 876 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. It's FreeForAll Monday. And of course that means we've got Babyface P joining us with his awesome internet of glory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I do best.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's all crystal clear over there. I don't know what he's using it for, really. It's not for us. I'm pretty sure it's for gaming.
You don't need to worry about that. My personal business is my own.
You will go blind. You better take breaks, otherwise you're going to go blind. Yeah. And then, of course, we've also got Walter of Safety Harbor Firearms. Dropping mags. What's up, Walt?
This is just another something I assembled with some miscellaneous parts bought off the interweb.
Yeah,
But this one has a history with us, because it did not function right with the first slide I had on it. It would not operate correctly. Mm-hmm. So I bought another slide, another Bear Creek Arsenal barrel, by the way, that I'm selling, and put it all together, and the thing ran through a mag like a steel case Tula, like it wasn't even there. Pop, 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 pop. I'm like, I'm like, so I guess it wasn't the FMK AG1 lower. It wasn't the problem. It was the slide that's a problem. So
there's so many things that could be a factor on a Glock. A
I
Glock
have
looks
that
simple, but
yeah. I have that same slide right now, the one that was a problem child on a Palmetto State Armory dagger lower. And last time I shot it fired like 4 rounds and stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why did it fire 4? Why did it just fire none? But so there's something up with that slide.
Okay. All right, cool. So listen, it's Monday. You guys are here. There's a couple of things everyone's talking about out there. Do you guys want to dispense of like what you did over the weekend, or you want to get into the weekend thing? You want to do shout-outs?
I didn't do a whole lot, so I don't have anything exciting to talk about. So.
No? You didn't get up to anything?
Nothing great. No, nothing crazy.
Okay. All right. Walt?
Saturday morning, my dad was at the shop. We sold a trailer of his to a guy that's building an off-road expedition kind of trailer.
Okay. So he like one of those military surplus ones, or?
Yeah, had a big green trailer that my dad bought that had a generator and a big air conditioning unit on. Did they hook up the tents?
Military does. Okay, very nice.
He took all that.
Those are cool.
He took all that stuff. He took all that stuff off and just had the trailer, which has like Humvee wheels on it and all that. And this guy bought it, and he's gonna build it out as like his camping trailer. So,
what does one of those cost? The reason why I'm asking, that would make an awesome antenna, so we could throw up a repeater in the apocalypse. You know what I mean?
What, the trailer?
Yeah, get a trailer, throw all the stuff on there with the generator. You know?
That's right. Well, there's probably better options.
Too expensive.
For that.
Too expensive. Yeah.
Well, it's a heavy trailer too, so
yeah.
You don't need quite that much heft for.
Yeah, I think we saw some of those at SEMA.
Probably, yeah.
So,
I mean, you could build something a little more better suited, like something that what's his name? Our friend, the man called Yeti. He just built a cool like off-road trailer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to check that out.
Kind of lightweight. It's up on IG.
Yeah. So, okay. I think we could very quickly dispense of that. Who's mad about, like, so I came back. I spent the weekend in Ocala. I think I was out there from like Thursday until Sunday. And, gas here locally to me was $4 a gallon.
This
I think
is
it was
the highest. Right now, it's one of the highest gas prices ever. Not in this area in Florida. You know, it's not like California, and that they don't count because they've always had crazy fucked up prices. But here in Florida, when's the last time you had gas prices like this? Let's think back in time. There was a president named Barack Obama.
Did we? Yeah, we were over 4. Did we get to 5 back then? Does anyone remember?
No, I don't think so. No,
we never got to 5. Florida never got to 5.
No, I've never seen it that high.
Okay.
At least not where I live. No.
Okay, because some places, Cali, what was someone saying? Cali is close to 8, somewhere between 7 and 8.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
you only got one person to thank for that. Things were going pretty
well,
other than the mean tweets.
We got lots of people. Some of it is our fault. Whoever voted for these idiots, it's all theirs.
Let's continue. Whoever continues to vote for these idiots.
Yeah. I mean, I am not like, I've said it before. I'm not like a super fan of Trump. I voted for him both times, so I have no shame in my game, but I'll take Trump right now.
Wouldn't be like it is if Mr. Trump was still in office.
Yeah, well, first of all, didn't they, he was building the pipeline, Biden closed the pipeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pipeline was to go, they closed the pipeline. He was saying, hey, we need to be more dependent on our own resources. No. Let's get our oil from Russia.
Let's give it to our enemies.
Yeah.
Let's give it to our enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, we still get a lot of oil from Russia. I would rather we first of all, we should take it from right here. Countries shouldn't be able to do this. I mean, even in Europe, across Europe, they're getting their oil from Russia too. So stupid.
Well,
yeah,
and that's why
Germany is so unwilling to go do anything, is because their oil is coming from.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to all get voted out of office. So hopefully we see some of that here. Because, look, there are people who could afford this. Okay, and a lot of the people who are responsible for this can afford this. Lots of other people can afford it too. But when you start seeing, I remember Walter was saying, going back to when gas prices are here in Florida, I'm going to tell you something. When you see people in Florida walking to work, and I'm not talking their job is a mile away or 2 miles away. When they're walking, taking bicycles, and riding motorcycles, people who never do that, and they're doing it in the hot summer sun, something is wrong with the world. Okay?
Well,
and changes gonna happen.
My new phrase is "Let's go Brandon and / Putin," because Putin and his excursion into Ukraine has also been the final push on the gas prices too. So
yeah, 42 Chilled says, "Let's go Brandon." Lots of "Let's go Brandon" going on.
Let's go Putin.
Yeah, Night Train says George Takai, Mr. Sulu from Star Trek.
Oh, what an idiot that guy
says we should just pay it and shut up. Okay.
Coming from somebody who has made millions of dollars and can afford it.
That is what I would call rich Asian privilege.
George, bend over and grab your ankles. One of your boys are ready for you there. Come on.
Yeah, he likes that.
Okay, listen, we're not gonna. I'm not judging people.
Not gonna go there.
I'm just not gonna. I mean, you guys are free to do whatever you want. I'm not gonna.
That might have part. That weighs into the judgment.
I don't care who comes all up in the back door. I don't care who enters in. However you do what you do, that's on you, as far as I'm concerned.
That wasn't.
But when the rest of us, I know there was some. You know what? That's one of those things, Patrick. Yeah, it just came out of the mouth before the brain. Before the brain fully thought about it. But listen, it's really sucks when people who have a lot of money try to force other
world how to do things.
Well, somehow they think that high gas prices. I don't understand that concept of the high gas prices are somehow you're going to use less. You might use less, but if you still got to commute to work, you still got to commute to work, and everything else, and that's not going to stop people from flying. It's not going to stop them. Somehow, their ideas of high gas prices, the environment's better. Yeah.
What are people going to do? What are people going to do? First of all, in California, even if you have a lot of electric cars over there, Florida is a better state. I will contest. Someone prove me wrong. Florida is actually a better state for electric cars than California, and I'll tell you why. Because in California.
What are you saying?
In Florida, we 70% of our electricity comes from natural gas. So at least that's that's cleaner than anywhere else. And then look, to be honest, if you have an electric car right now, you're kind of like, you're living it up. But it's expensive to get an electric car. It's gonna what's the cheapest electric car cost? Does anyone know?
35 to 40 grand.
Yeah,
It's not a 92 Toyota price for you.
No.
The more American.
A 92 Toyota is not a 92 Toyota price right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not for the poors.
No, everyone can't do that, and it's just crazy.
Everybody can't afford to maintain that electric car either. When it comes time to maintain it,
there's not a lot of maintenance on an electric car. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
Let's be fair and balanced. What's the maintenance? There's no oil changes.
What do you mean there's no oil changes? There's still gears. There's still things that
the motors
move.
No, you don't do any.
There's still all sorts of stuff that can
The only thing you do in an electric car is the brakes. You put windshield washer fluid in there and tires.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you.
I heard of a guy that had to replace the battery pack on one of his, and it was like
$2,000. How long did it take before you had to replace the battery pack?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he had to replace it.
Yeah, I think
Teslas haven't been out that long.
Yeah, I think you're talking about an extreme case of someone somewhere, and typically those battery packs are covered up to at least 100,000 miles, if not more. But yes, I'm not arguing the fact that it's more expensive cost of entry into that game.
You go down this path every time gas prices goes up, and it's not the answer. The answer is not. I don't think it is. There's no shortage of fuel. There's no shortage of oil. There's no shortage of any of these fossil fuels.
Artificial.
The only shortage is created by people who want to make it a shortage, because growing up in the 70s as a kid, we were supposed to be got out of gas by 2000. We were supposed to be out of oil by
wasn't
this
that
and by that.
Wasn't that the
What
thing?
happened? Yeah, it's always somewhere. We're going to be flooded with water because ice caps are going to melt, and there's going to be no more fuel. Well, guess what happened? Al Gore.
Yeah.
They discover more I always wondered how people can figure that the Earth is a living thing inside. So you're telling me there's no more oil being made?
I don't.
Tell me that if you can't. They don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean, much less if there's any oil being made in the bottom of the ocean. So
I don't know if I'm concerned. I don't know if I'm concerned about whether or not more oil is being made, and I also don't have a problem using oil or anything like that. And I also don't have a problem with things being cleaner or more efficient or any of that kind of stuff.
I don't have a problem with that either.
But we're forced.
It's not detrimental.
Well, we're forcing it, and I hate to get into this because Lowe's gonna go, "Oh, shut up! You always talk about this every single time." But the best bridge that we could have done in America and actually around the world is natural gas, and America has more natural gas than Saudi Arabia has oil. Mm-hmm. And it's 50%.
Tons and tons and tons of natural gas.
It's 50% cleaner. And you could take Patrick's car, you could take Walter's car, you could take this van that I'm in, and you can convert them to run off of that. And all the three major car companies in America, Ford, Chrysler, well, it's not Chrysler, but and GM, they all make compressed natural gas vehicles for other countries, including Russia.
Well, they make them for fleet vehicles here too. So
yeah.
Yeah, it works great for that.
But you have to, as long as there's convenient gasoline.
No, but it still would have been convenient. Do you know that? Okay, so Gainesville, I believe that Gainesville, the buses use compressed natural gas already. The garbage trucks use that already. So the airport has fueling stations. The garbage depots have fueling stations.
Well,
and there's other stations. Yeah, there's other stations around. Walmart's entire fleet switched over. A big chunk of Target, I think, and lots of other people switched over their tractor trailer fleets to compressed natural gas. It's easier to do. It's 50% cleaner. And this was the direction that we were supposed to go. Or we should have gone if we're trying to be... If you really want to tell me you care about the environment, you can do that. You can do that and start switching things over until we find out a couple of things. One, how are we going to generate all the electricity for electric cars? And two, how are we going to find the rare earth metals and all that stuff that it takes to build these cars?
That's what I always want to bring up. Everybody, go electric, go electric. Well, I can build a little diesel car out of all conventional materials and sell it dirt cheap, and it'll get like 75 miles per gallon. What's wrong with that?
So 42 Chill says natural gas prices have gone up. But do you know why? We've got more natural gas here than Saudi Arabia has oil. We don't get it. We don't go get our own resources. Yeah.
It's all proportional. I got news. The compressed natural gas, when it comes in if it's coming through a pipeline, it's one thing. But if it comes in a truck's got to put most of the time diesel
in there, yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, I don't know if you're aware of this, but diesel is about to disappear. All these companies are going to stop making diesel trucks. We're running into a hard deadline with all these things. I'm not saying I want that. I'm just trying to tell you.
Once we get some people with sensibilities into the thing, all that shit will come doing that. It'll have to come. If all of a sudden the world got into one of those things called a war,
right? Well, you know that
for the environment.
Well, so Obama signed the things so that America would go with the same standards as Europe, in terms of that hard deadline by what was it? What's the hard deadline by 2030? I want to say is the hard deadline. Like yeah.
Once again,
for everything to go electric. Stuff. Yeah. Not legal. Yeah. Trump couldn't undo it. So I don't know that we're going to undo that.
You have to really want to undo it. You can't just say you're against it and then don't do anything. Once again, I'll bring up the pores.
People have to suffer. People have to get mad. If people don't get mad, if they don't suffer, they stay sleeping. Right?
It's true. Yeah.
You got to suffer because everything is going to go up, not just the price of gas. Like everything is getting shipped around. Yeah, well, it's going to keep going up.
I just cooked some pot roast from Costco, and that chunk of meat was $20 in that prepackaged container. You know.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Oh, it was awesome, by the way. But that should be more like 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, everything is more expensive now, and there's only one reason for it, and it's all started to shoot up since one jackass was elected.
Mm-hmm. Well,
tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise.
No, I know. No, I can't argue this one with you.
I
can argue a lot of stuff with you with a straight face.
Yeah, I mean, look at the whole COVID thing. All that.
Lord.
That was all.
It was all a dream. I used to read.
It was, and it's
Word Up magazine. Yeah,
it's a huge ass scam, and the people are too effing stupid, especially these liberal buttheads, to admit they're wrong, and they want. It's like an alcoholic or a drug addict. Until they admit they are an alcoholic or a drug addict, you can't fix them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and in order for that to happen, people need to suffer. People need to suffer.
Well, you might have to suffer.
It has to go downhill before people see it.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I'm not a fan of it. I hate it, right? I'm living in the world, too. Everything goes up. Prices go up for me, too. I've got to do things as well. I've got to travel and get around and get things done.
You got to buy fuel.
Yeah. I mean, you know, but I didn't want this, man. You know, I didn't want this kind of stuff. And this is what we have, and we have it for a lot of reasons. But I'm not saying, don't just blame the people on the left and Biden and Democrats. I blame everyone for this because
the problem
we didn't pay attention to what was happening.
The problem with the Republicans is they're nutless. They don't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, you should be out screaming at the top of your lungs that this guy's a fucking dumbass. Mm-hmm. And I mean, in those kind of certain terms.
Dude, the Democrats were impeaching Trump before he had his inauguration. Am I making that up? They were impeaching him before his inauguration.
And in New York State, they're still going after him.
Right.
So, but now they got these asswipes in charge now that take pleasure in seeing people suffer. I mean, there's no logic to higher prices for anything. It doesn't make any sense unless somehow you're getting the money for a high. They're not getting any more gas taxes. Gas taxes is 50 cents a gallon, pretty much. That doesn't go up.
There's too much control. Doesn't the administration have Russia negotiating with Iran for a nuclear deal or what is that thing that Russia is negotiating on our part for? Patrick, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's something like here, let me see if I could pull it up. I believe that Russia is negotiating with Iran over someone here. Let me see. I got to pull up the page because I didn't expect to talk about that. But yeah, you know, we've got a lot of dumb shit going on in the world.
And now with all this going on, our friends over at the ATF are going to start fucking everybody harder too, and
they're already doing that.
Yeah, because they got cover, they think right now, because nobody will do anything. Once again, elected representatives, you're supposed to be the ones making these laws and stuff. Mm-hmm. You're not doing anything. All you're doing is sitting by in your art. They're not doing anything. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I get things from the people of this area that are supposed to represent me, and they're talking tough, and Russia and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So look at this. I'm just looking at the news, right? This is from 10 hours ago. Iran nuclear deal possible soon. Russia's contribution constructive, says Iranian spokesperson. Newt Gingrich rips Biden administration for negotiating with Russia on new Iran deal. This is insanity. Iran nuclear deal threatened by Russian demands over Ukraine sanctions. Russia is manipulating Biden into accepting a weak new Iran nuclear deal.
Why are they making?
With
the Iranians?
Why is Russia doing it for us? Could someone please explain?
Because we have a nutless president. That's why, and we have people. The rest of them in charge, and including the Republicans, don't do anything. They don't.
Yeah. This is going to be such a good deal. It's going to be huge. It's going to be an amazing deal.
So this time we have to use a C-5A to fly the dollar bills over there and drop them off on pallets. Is that what it is?
No, basically they're going to get more nuclear power. This is so. How are we living in a world where Russia? Oh, so for example, like, do you know Russia got mad and says they're gonna shut off the space station and everything they do for the space station? So they're gonna pull their people back from this. I know. I'm like, okay, why are we even letting them participate in that in the first place?
We don't need them now, anyways. Actually, so
I don't. We should never have needed Russia.
Called SpaceX.
Yeah, we should have never have needed Russia. They got a big head because we shut down the shuttle program, okay? And we didn't have any alternative to the shuttle program, so we were using Russian rockets. And do you know before Musk started SpaceX, he actually tried to, or when he was starting it, he tried to go over to Russia and negotiate with them, and do you know they were really horrible to him, man. They like doubled and tripled prices. One guy like spat on him in Russia.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. So this is what made him mad about that whole thing and decided him to kick it off, and that's what we need. We why the hell are we dependent on these people? Okay. The only thing I need from Russia is the liquor, because Lola likes that liquor. It gets her.
You don't even need that. There's really
you can get it from Poland much better.
AKs, which we're getting it. We're building AKs over here. Yeah. And there's some cute Russian chicks. I gotta admit that there's some. We need cute chicks from all over the world. It keeps the world.
Throughout
spinning.
Eastern Europe, there's by the hordes.
Yeah, I think we have enough here to keep the.
We have plenty of anxious ones to show themselves all over the internet in this country. So.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. So. This is a weird world that we live in that doesn't make any kind of sense. I'm just telling you guys, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could watch Nancy Pelosi doing that weird. If you could look at that and think that we are not living in the freaking Twilight Zone. We are living in the Twilight Zone.
Her sucking her dentures.
Who is that? Oh my God.
Walther doing a Nancy Pelosi sucking her dentures.
Yeah. Nancy Pelosi reminds me of what is that thing? Mars Attacks. There was this little chihuahua that they took its head off and put a.
The thing that really bothers me, that's even more. Nancy Pelosi is there because these people in her district vote for her, and they vote for her over and over.
Oh, I'm just curious.
Don't they see this?
What district is this? Where in America are there people who vote for Nancy Pelosi? I wonder. Where does that happen?
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's hard to figure out.
Yeah, that is so crazy. Yeah,
it's like.
I actually had. Huh? Go ahead.
Did you see our governor telling people to take the mask off at that?
Yeah, and they got mad at him. He's bullying kids. Did you see that was the story? Governor DeSantis bullying children.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Well, you have these kids. Bless their hearts, but these people somehow think that this mask is going to save their life, and
it's going to make your problems worse. Believe it or not, in a lot of cases.
And it just shows how stupid people are. I mean, it's just.
I'm still seeing people driving in their own car with masks on by themselves.
Absolutely.
I see people walking on the side of the street and outdoors with a mask on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So speaking of DeSantis, did you guys see DeSantis called? I'm trying to pull it up here on my internet machine. Did you guys see that DeSantis called for a constitutional carry bill?
Yes, he did that a while ago, and they're not going to fucking do it because they're a bunch of pussies.
Tell
me I'm wrong.
What do you really think about this, Patrick?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't tell you you're wrong. You're
exactly.
You're 100% right. I'm trying to.
But he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said put it on my desk and I'll sign it. And oh, okay. And no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis calls for constitutional carry. Why has the Republican legislature blocked it? March 3rd, 2022, Governor Ron DeSantis, while at a press event in Panama City, was questioned by a reporter on the status of constitutional carry law in Florida. The governor's response was simple: put it on my desk, I'll sign it. But it has not been sent to his desk
right now.
Well, no. They don't want it. I mean, so last week I was talking to Luis Valdez of GOA Florida, and I actually made a snippet. It's on YouTube/Hank Strange if you guys want to see it. They took petitions up to the State House here in Tallahassee, and what is it, Bannon? I think Rep Bannon, his aide put them right in the garbage, and Luis saw that and took pictures of it. So, so that's what we're dealing with.
Exactly.
So we need to we need to demand that goes up, and they give it to DeSantis, and he signs it.
They're not going to listen. They don't care. Demand. What do you? We have no power over them.
Stop voting. Stop voting for them. Don't vote for them.
Yeah, that's the answer. Is they need to be voted out.
And what's the number one thing? I'm not even going to say it. What's the number one thing these Republicans are going to say when we don't vote for them? If we tell them we're not voting for them,
you're going to get a Democrat then.
Yeah.
We already have a Democrat. You're already a Democrat. You're just bamboozling us, right? You're just making us think that you're on our side. So, it is frustrating. It is frustrating. We have those problems here in Florida too. We got to get our act together. I hope DeSantis does that. I would like to see constitutional carry. Then I have a couple of more things after that I would like to see them get rid of here in Florida. The gun control we have here needs to go. 42 Chilled says Dems are worse. No, at this point I would argue that. I think Republicans are just as bad. No difference.
Somebody that'll stab you in the back is worse than your enemy that you can face head on.
Yeah. How are Dems worse?
The only problem with Dems is they will actually do things.
Well, yeah, they're not hiding what they really want. They're straight up about it.
They're loud and proud. That's all.
Yes.
Loud and proud.
Yeah. This is why I say it's everyone's fault what we're dealing with here. I mean, Republicans did not back Trump up either, and that's one of the reasons we had all those problems. Putin would not have done this under Trump, I don't think.
Oh, we got him.
Yeah. And I don't think Trump is the most awesome person either in the world, but I don't think he would have done it either. Cruiseman says, I think our carry bill is going to pass. I don't know what state he's in. He can tell us. And 42 Chilled says corruption is real. 42 Chilled, he's like on fire. He's on fire.
It's true. You can only take so much of it before you just get tired of.
I am such a chill person now that I don't watch the news.
It helps a lot to turn it off.
I mean,
I have a problem
do get
with not turning it off.
I do get excited about things, but I don't have to watch this. These people that are mentally deficient talking on.
You weren't going to use some other word.
No, not at all.
Well,
not at all. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. All right, I don't know. Oh man, this thing's going. Okay, so here we go. Big shout out to the folks at Walther Arms. 42 Chilled is putting up a link. Says Washington legislature vote to ban the sale of high capacity magazines. I'm guessing that's in Washington State. Excuse me. He's asking if you saw. Is 42 Chilled in Washington State? So there you go. Actually, I had some friends here visiting me from Washington State. Remember I told you guys my friend that are into ham radio?
They were all the way down from Washington State, huh?
Yeah, they're from Washington State. And they actually came to visit us in Ocala over the weekend. And
they must winter down here then,
huh? I think they are trying to get out of the state of Washington. I think they are looking for alternative escape routes at the present moment. Let me just put it to you that way. these are some very these people. These are our people, and yeah, I think they're trying to get out of the state of Washington right now. So,
I hope they succeed.
By the way,
yeah,
a 20-round magazine from like the early '60s is so dangerous, isn't it? It's just so threatening, isn't it? Don't you feel? Don't this old guy make you feel so scared?
Do you know how deadly someone could be just with like bolt action?
You know how deadly somebody could be
Babyface already showed
black
you.
powder shotgun.
Yeah, we already had Babyface demonstrate this. I don't know if anyone. Do you remember, Patrick?
The single shot.
Why are you looking? Why are you looking
the
confused?
single shot, high power, high point.
High point, yes.
High point.
Yeah.
High point. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Worked just fine.
Yeah. Someone who's gonna break the laws gives a crap. Oh yeah. So anyway, shout out to my friends from Washington State. I don't know if 42 Chilled is in Washington State, but shout out to him. Alaskan Gun Dad says, "Glad I made it to the show live for once." Yes. And by the way, you know what? I have to say this. My older son, was in New York City over the weekend, and he made it back. He was up there with his girlfriend, and I heard that his girlfriend's dad listens to this show. Lord help us all.
Well, hello,
that's
girlfriend's
terrifying.
dad. Welcome
Yes.
to the Madhouse. Yes.
And he's a Tamponian. Babyface.
A full-blooded Tampan?
Yeah, he's got a tattoo, a dolphin tattoo in the small of his back.
Dear.
And everything.
That's not true. That's not true.
Anyway, so shout out to. I promised her. I was talking to her over the weekend. I promised her I would give a shout out to her dad. So shout out to Dennis. Your daughter is awesome. She's an awesome young lady, and I hope she can, get my son's act together. Someone's got to motivate him to get his button gear, I guess is the way to say it. So there you go. So he's one of our dudes. You know what I'm saying? He's one of us apparently. So shout out to him and anyone else. 42 Chill says, "Wow, shout out." So there you go. I always worry. There's a group. My kids were telling me there's a group. They have a lot of friends from the Philippines, and there's a group of Filipino dads that like to listen to us as well. Apparently.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can't believe there's actually people who listen to us.
Yeah. I love the Filipino people are awesome, by the way. I really.
I'm not talking about who they are. It's just
just
general.
Yeah.
It's just people in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
people listen to us from all over the world, my friend.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
From all over the world. Yeah. All over the world. But I do love Filipinos. I saw our friend Rodell, Typhoon Adobo, also, and he came out there and was smoking 2 chickens with his Battleborn batteries. Yeah, and fed. Yeah, he fed all those people in that meetup.
He knows how to handle it.
Yeah, he came out there and cooked 2 chickens. I don't even think he ate any. I just saw him over there serving him. I was like, oh, he's no joke.
That's what he does. He's good, and he is good at it. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
His food is excellent.
And you know what, Patrick? You like a pig. You like a roasted pig, right?
Let me tell you, for anybody that's listening, today
here we go.
Today is Monday. And, Publix deals only last for so long. Marley and I went to Publix for lunch today because I wanted something different. They have Publix, at least the Publix here in Gainesville, had a Cuban sandwich on sale, like a whole Cuban for $4.99. And I know it's not a Tampa Cuban. It's the best we can get up here. But it was ham, Swiss, pickles, mayo, mustard, and they used from the hot bar. They have like smoked shredded pork. They used that on it, and it was muy excelente. It was very, very good. So anybody that wants to go to, eat a bunch of pig, absolutely go. It was great.
It was pork on top of pork with extra side of pork.
So much pork with cheese, mayo, and mustard.
Lord.
It was fantastic.
How is that a Cuban?
The very mostest thing I miss about a really good Cuban, like from Tampa, is the really good Cuban bread.
It's the hardest thing to get, and you can't find it anywhere.
What is it that makes a Cuban bread a Cuban?
It's the light and crispy on the outside when it's fresh.
But crispy.
Okay.
Oh, and there's they use lard. Most of the good Cuban bakeries use lard to leaven their bread. Oh, it's so good. You can pick up a hot loaf of Cuban bread and just sit and just eat.
Okay.
There's that one bakery down towards Ybor City there that you can just pick it up right. You can walk right inside and buy the.
The one on Hillsborough Avenue is the one we go.
I love fresh
parents
bread.
Go to.
Oh my god.
I can't think of the name of it, but it's on Hillsborough, almost heading into downtown. Yeah. That is the best Cuban bread.
Ooh. I can tell you this: I was in Honduras one time, right, and I went way up into the mountains of Honduras. And these people made their own everything. So they had cows, and so they made they had fresh milk, fresh cream, butter. They made bread, and all they gave me fresh baked bread with this creamy butter that they made. I swear to you, I have never had anything like that before or after in the mountains of Honduras. Shout out to whoever those people are. I will remember that till the day I die. And Night Train says, I once attended a Filipino wedding in Queens, New York. It was quite a festive affair.
Bet the food was good.
Yes, Filipino people, I really do love them, man. All over, when I lived in New York, Filipinos were awesome. Awesome people to get along with. Always very friendly and always cooking, doing all that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure they will slice you to little pieces. You got to be afraid of people who could cook.
You got sharp knives hanging around.
Yeah, people who could cook, man. You don't really want to mess with them. They will cut you.
Mm-hmm.
So just be on your best behavior. So, what is this? Alaskan Gundad says, ATF actions on Form 1 homemade silencers got my dog stressing out.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did. That's crazy.
Crump, I don't know if you guys talked about it last week, but Crump, I guess, sort of broke the news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now they're asking you to send pictures of what they would consider your illegal suppressor so they can go find your ass.
You know what I said you send them?
Trap.
You go to your local scrapyard and take a picture of a pile of scrap. That's my suppressor material right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you send all of yours from 1600. What is it? Pennsylvania Avenue. What's the?
Yeah.
I also had another idea that I presented to the people on Trump's show. Mm-hmm. I said, when you get done building your P80, you know what you do with the unused fixturing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark.
What?
ATF, Washington D.C.
ATF. Okay.
Just send all your unneeded polymer 80 fixturing right to ATF.
Oh boy. and what is that going to be considered?
That's not going to be any trouble at all.
They can recycle it, right? You know,
don't put return postage on it. Here we go. What happened? Why was this out of commission, by the way?
Oh, because I stole all the parts out of it to build my.
I see. I see. Yeah, I can see you changed it.
I thought is that Marley's gun?
Yeah, this is
Marley's gun. Currently, it's a Glock 19 P80, blue frame.
Mm-hmm.
We picked up. AIM Surplus had these really crazy multicolored barrels.
Mm-hmm.
It was $40 on clearance, so we bought one of those. I bought the 2 parts kits.
Mm-hmm.
And it functions.
That's a good combo. Point that at the camera. Point that at the camera for a second. I want to see how that.
They actually have a recessed muzzle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that, man. That looks good.
Yeah. I was very impressed with it. Overall, very happy with how it looked.
I like how he says it's Marley's gun, Walt. That is total.
It's technically her gun.
I got I recently acquired a P80 kit thing, and I haven't finished it yet, but I didn't realize how simple it was.
They're so easy. Yeah, there's.
I mean,
the final fitting, taking some sandpaper and cleaning up everything is what's the hardest part. But getting it to run isn't that.
3 holes and grinding off some plastic, and
that's it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I forgot how easy it was. Yeah.
So Brian Quick says, I don't understand the appeal of a Form 1 silencer. R&D for silencers is time consuming and expensive.
Suppressors aren't fancy, and don't let anybody tell you anything different. A working suppressor has been around since 1912. The only thing that's improved is metallurgy. That's it.
And for something like a 22, a simple piece of tubing with a cap on both ends.
That's all you need.
Will work for most 22s and make it really quiet.
Yeah.
Yep. So, absolutely.
My 2 cents thrown into this is the same thing I think last week when Patrick was asking, like, why am I trying to do this or that with the ham radios? Like, why am I trying to do the digital thing, go online and stuff like that? Yeah, honestly, it's just like the fun of it. So if you're a gun guy, just the fun of building your own gun, and you learn about how things function. And I think it's the same thing with suppressors, and it's a fun thing to do. And people should not have to Form 1 it. They should just be able to frickin' make them.
Okay.
But we're living in this nonsense, so that's why people have to do it, unfortunately.
I don't know for sure, but the whole Form 1 thing of making your own has been going on since, is that 68 or 32? I'm not sure which year.
So, well, I don't know. But technically, Walt, I wanted to ask you this on this, sorry. Because I just don't want to forget this question. So, if you're a manufacturer of suppressors, you don't have to get Form 1s, obviously, before you make them, right? You just need to get... What do you do?
Make a pile of them and fill out a piece of paper with all the serial numbers on it. Send it in.
And then you send it in. Okay, but a person who is not a manufacturer
SOT.
Has to do that first before they make it.
Before you do anything.
Yeah, you know why they're doing that? You know why I think they're doing that? They want to use that... They want to use that to go after all the people that are buying the fuel filters and things like that.
Mm-hmm. That's
really
exactly
stupid.
what it is.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You think so? Really?
I think so. Come on, these guys want to... Well, okay, you're being sarcastic.
I'm being facetious.
He's being sarcastic, yeah.
I got it just almost for a second.
Would you fall for that trap and send pictures of your illegal suppressor before you...
I think there's people out there who would, unfortunately.
I would send a picture of a pile of scrap myself.
Yeah. I'll send a picture of these nuts.
Exactly.
You want some pictures? I got your pictures right here.
I mean, really,
come on, ATF. Yeah.
They're fishing is what they're doing. They're fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So what you should do is if you had one rejected, you should immediately call your elected officials, senators, whoever they are, and complain to them that ATF is restricting your rights and stuff like that. People won't do it. I know. I was tempted to do one myself just for fun and see what I get back. I mean, but what's going to happen now? Mark my words. On this day of March 7th, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? Next is short barrel shotguns.
They're going to also go after 80%. They want to,
and next is short barrel.
They want you to get
rifles.
Permission. Yeah, short barrel rifles.
Because if they can push because come on now, you're going to make a short barrel shotgun. You must already have that barrel.
Yeah.
You're thinking bad. You already bought the shotgun for thinking about doing this.
You're thinking bad, yeah.
You're thinking bad thoughts.
Yeah. How dare you? You know what? Before you think about defending yourself, let us know. We'll let you. We'll get back to you and let you know if you should be.
You're lucky if you're only thinking about your gun and not other things.
Night Train says, "I wonder, does the ATF do anything these days with alcohol and tobacco, or is it just firearms?"
No,
I think they do stuff with alcohol and tobacco. They drink it, they smoke it, and they stick their ding dongs in glory holes.
In different holes. They don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I think they do.
For God and glory of the country.
Yeah. We need to get Vince Sheffield, the former we need to get him on. People get mad every time I have him on, but he's such I like him.
But, bless his heart, but he's old school ATF. He's not the current.
Yeah.
He's not the bunch that's running around doing this stuff now,
or
has to work with. I mean, I feel sorry for some of these people. I know that these people that work for ATF are not all this way. But they have these leftists up in Washington that they're dictating all this stuff, and they got to go out and see people. I know some of these people are real gung ho, waving the ATF flag and all that stuff.
For sure, Yeah, I mean, there's good people at all these agencies, but unfortunately, look, it's not our fault that your agency is bringing everyone down. I used to be a fan of the FBI. They suck. FBI sucks.
Yeah.
If you work at the FBI and that makes you mad, your agency is bullshit.
They used to be, above reproach as far as reputation goes for agents and all this stuff, and now it's like
long time ago. Yeah. Yeah.
When you have people in your agency that get caught doing illegal things, and you just transfer them someplace else, you're no better than the Catholic Church. So come on.
Yeah. When the ATF goes after the average person that they're supposed to be protecting, and they protect Hunter Biden instead.
Yeah. Totally. And Joe Biden, that's protecting Joe Biden. That's, aside from Hunter, that's going right up to the top of the thing, because if it all comes out, that all the shit goes uphill in that case. It's not going to go downhill. So
yeah. And ultimately, it would have done Hunter Biden good to be in prison for a little while, man. Might have straightened him up,
It might have taught him how to be a better criminal.
Yeah, do a couple years or two.
They'll straighten him up all right. Right up the backside.
Yeah, which I once again, the backdoor situation, hey.
Get the backdoor action.
I'm not, I'm not judging. You want to go in the back door, front door, the window, you want to come in the chimney,
oh,
whatever.
Dear. Oh, what do you say? What do you want to do in the chimney?
I don't know that. That sounds painful.
That's nasty, baby. That's nasty.
Listen. Make love, baby. Make love. It's all not good. Do what you do. American Bulldog says, "Evening, where's Hunter?" You know what? I did want to show you guys something. A video I did at the show. Let me throw this up. I did this for you guys. Hold on. Let's see.
For us? For me?
Yeah, I did this for you. I did this for the people. Hold on.
All I do.
Check this out. Look, this is me walking backwards, and these are all the vans, and I don't stop until I go in a circle. People came in and out, and there were like layers of the circle.
In and out.
So there was about 60 of these Coachman Beyonds at the Ocala RV show.
That's cool.
Yeah, so shout out to anyone there. Some of those people know what I do, by the way. Some of those people are very okay, what is the word when someone is
tech savvy, literate?
Is it enterprising? Somehow they found out. Like one lady was like, "I know what you do, Hank Strange."
Oh, you know what I said? Really? Would you like to tell me that in my ear?
Yeah. No. She in a good way.
I know, but
I haven't met. There's got to be people in the van life thing who are not into guns, but there's not too many. Most of them are into guns.
Well, if they're old, they got like a long gray ponytail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It could be a hippie, old hippie. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just saying. Not judging, right? Not judging anybody, but
Right.
And if you're listening to our favorite musician, what's his name? That just said the old guy from the '60s.
That just got off.
Neil Young. Neil Young. You have to listen to Neil Young, and it's like, yeah, they're gone.
Right. There were people there from New York State. There were people there from New Jersey. There was someone there from California. Yeah, there was a lady from California that I met over there. People from all over the country. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Everybody likes van life.
Yeah, it's all about that.
Traveling's cool.
Patrick. Two people on this panel. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Barnaul Ammo. Barnaul has a wide range of reliable, quality steel case ammo for small game, large game, target shooting, and self-defense. They've got the classics like 7.62 and 5.45, as well as 9mm all the way up to 308. Subsonic as well. So when you're in the market, please consider Barnaul Ammo. Yeah, Patrick, seriously. No one noticed that thing? No one noticed that time ticking down on us? I definitely did.
I didn't.
I don't look at it. I really don't.
Listen, speaking of Barnaul Ammo, is there any... What's going on with the ammo situation? Do we need to find out?
Oh, the people that sell stuff are taking advantage of the situation. That's what they're doing.
Oh, so has it gone up?
Oh, fuck yeah. Everything's went up $100 a case.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, AKM automatically went up to, instead of being, say $325, now it's $425 or $499, something like that. So you better get it now. You better get it now. There might not be any.
I don't know. I don't know. Wait for the pendulum to swing. I think, as everyone was saying in the beginning, gas prices is a thing that makes people in America get their acts together. Obviously, being locked down for two years because of a flu doesn't do it, but gas prices will totally do it. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I've always said the way, if you want some people to save water, don't present it as you're saving water because of the earth and yada yada yada. Tell them you're saving money.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You're saving money.
How are you going to get your lottery tickets and beer and your smokes, man? If you got to, you got to buy more for gas. Come on,
I'm telling you. Yeah. You can't get your crack, if you got to spend $5 a gallon.
You
can't get your meth.
You can't get your favorite crack, that girl you go see, because you got to spend it on gas.
Oh, well, that too. I mean, hey, some crack's good. You got to say yes to some crack.
Some crack kills you. So
yeah. Okay, listen. DCG44 says the 6.5 Creedmoor barrel seems heavy. Guess I've been buying too many thin pistol barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody's all about the pencil barrels.
Oh well,
that's cool.
That's a retro thing, I mean, look. Yeah. I mean, you want to build a lightweight gun, then you get yourself a pencil thin barrel. I mean, come on.
Well, so we are in the Gorn section. You guys want to throw up some Gorn? What kind of?
I threw up my Gorn.
Yeah. Yeah. Patrick already went with his Gorn, with his Tiffany, crusted
Robin's egg blue.
Robin's egg. Tiffany, you can't say
what
that.
Is that? What is that Eagle song? Hotel California.
Hotel California.
No, her mind is Tiffany twisted, or something like that. Someone knows the,
Mercedes, something about Mercedes Benz. Yeah.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, and I hear them say,
"Is it Tiffany twisted, or is it definitely?"
We're living it up at the Hotel.
This Hotel California.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, something about her mind is Tiffany twisted. She drives a Mercedes Benz. She has a lot of pretty boys.
Pretty boys, as she calls pretty boys. As she calls friends.
I think so.
Pretty boys. She calls friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's got. I've looked it up before, the meaning of those lyrics. Okay, Walt, what is this? Let me see.
This is an old Chinese SKS that I thought about. It doesn't right now. It doesn't function because it's got a plugged barrel.
Oh.
And somebody, they demilled it.
Patrick likes that.
It.
That's the type of project I like getting my hands on.
It's got the bolt face welded up too, so I think that could be repaired.
I could machine that back in.
He's getting excited.
I at one point I was looking for another barrel to replace it. Then I had a thought the other day. You know what I do when I build it? I turn it into a little bitty carbiner.
To chop it short?
Carbiner. Move the gas port way back. Make it attach a muzzle brake of some sort so it gets out to that 16-inch magic number. That thing would be badass. Yeah. Machine the mag well for an AK mag. Swing. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, that's
another project. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, listen. Maybe I'll go. Okay. So first of all, next week is the gathering. So just so you guys don't say I never told you, next week is the gathering. This is the PSA AKV, right? And I got to remember how the heck how do I get this thing out of here?
I'm digging into the vault here.
I got to figure out exactly how I open up this.
Going through the Stargate.
Just open it. There you go. Bam. Yeah. This is cool. This is one of my favorite things from Puerto State Armory. Boom. Yeah. I really do like this. This is one of my favorite 9mm carbines. So instead of a Draco, the wrapper should be
the American Draco.
Yeah, the wrapper should be rocking these.
Draco, yeah.
They should be rocking these.
They are. Century Arms is out of their effing mind with those guns. You see how much they want?
What are they asking for them now?
Yeah,
they're like $8.99.
What?
Oh my God.
No,
okay.
no thanks.
For that piece of
what? Where is it made? It's a
Romanian.
Romanian.
I think it's Romanian, right?
They're Romanian. Yeah, they're Romanian.
Yeah. By the way, a friend of mine has a connection to some people in Poland. That like a lot of the Ukrainian refugees are going to Poland, and he said if we want to, we can get them on the show.
Sure, I would love to hear about it.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, there's job offers to work there, getting people out. $2,700 a day.
Whoa.
Yes, I have heard that.
Okay.
Yes, and he's been offered a job, but he just doesn't.
Yeah.
He knows somebody. He knows somebody that's over there right now too. So.
What are they looking for? What do they want from you?
They're looking for operators, is what they're looking. They're looking for young folks.
Yeah. So you got to have some military experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
probably
be a
law enforcement, military. Yeah.
Typical military contracting is probably what it is.
Yeah.
I would suggest you don't have a large family unit at home either.
Yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of time there, but it's good money. If you could.
Yeah, no, there's no harm
awesome
doing
money,
it.
and if you like a little adventure,
Yeah, I've got quite a few friends that do all that stuff. So yeah, check it out right there. There you go. That's nothing but awesomeness right there. I am definitely a fan. Okay, how does this now? No, I never remember how to do this frickin' thing.
You want me to dig out my AKV? You want me to dig that?
Oh my God! It's like, there you go. Okay, you gotta. Like every single one of these things work. Can someone standardize these? Let me see. You guys are looking a little fuzzy. I gotta make sure everything's good.
Are you making a special request?
Yeah. Can people standardize how these things fold? Yeah. Is it up? Is it down?
Can't we all get along? Is that the same kind of thing?
Yeah. Shout out to Flying Rich out there. I think we're still good. I don't know if anyone's having any problem with us. Night Train says there's plenty of Soldier of Fortune types on this podcast, I'm sure.
Oh, Rich, I would love, if I were capable of doing that, I would absolutely be over there making money. I am not the type that wants to go leaving my. I now have too cushy of a family life for me to want to go over to Ukraine.
Yeah, just be careful. Around. I saw there was an American basketball player that she got caught in Russia somehow, and then they found like a vape thing on her. They said
hashish oil.
Yeah, so she locked up in Russia right now.
Of course.
Yeah, she's locked up in Russia.
That's why you don't pull shit like that in somebody else's country.
Why are people going through Russia in the first place?
Well, she played sports over there.
She played for them, or
she plays on one of their teams over there. Yeah.
So they probably just wanted to lock her up. No,
yeah,
it's
probably.
Cool. Yeah, she's gonna have a tough time getting out right now.
Not my problem.
So
that's why you don't go play for Russia.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Oh well.
It does suck. It does suck that happens. BFP likes the Gucci life. 42 chilled says.
Well,
I don't mind getting down and dirty. Everybody knows that. Take that however you want.
I've heard about this.
I don't mind getting my hands dirty at all. I never have. I was the type in Boy Scouts that enjoyed getting stinky out in the woods. So.
Yeah, but there's a difference between getting stinky, and getting
fighting is two different things.
And called a mercenary, and
yes, you're technically a war criminal.
So do you get you're not. It's not the same thing as like if let's say an American soldier or even someone in the UN is part of.
No, I don't. Gets. So Russia says no.
What do you mean Russia says no?
Somebody is live tweeting me right now about the Brittany Griner, basketball player who kneeled for the flag, is the one that had weed in her.
Is she sure?
Oh, is that who that is? Oh well, I think she's about to find out how awesome Russia is compared to America.
I know. You want to see what kneeling for a flag does? Ask Russia what they think about that.
About to find out. But listen, I hope she's an American still. I hope I hope she learns what makes America. This is how you learn what makes America different from every other place. Because Russia is a totally different deal over there. And if you really want to see racism, I'm not sure what her ethnic background is. She mixed.
Go to China.
I think I saw a picture of her. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she's black, white, or mixed or whatever it is. But yeah, China has racism. So does Russia. Ooh. So, you know, so you about to find out.
And they don't have no special laws protecting you.
No, they don't.
They don't have no special. So, there's no hate crime laws. There's no discrimination laws.
Yeah. They don't care about that a whole lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, but honestly, I really do hope that someone gets her out of there or whatever, you know, at the end of the day.
It'll all work out in the end.
Yeah.
None of my business.
They'll use it for propaganda for a while, and they'll get rid of it.
Why is Richard Hughes, he is sending me, okay.
Pictures of his gun?
Yeah, he's sending it on a completely different thing. Okay, so,
well, that's what he says. He said to Hank.
Yeah. DCG44 says, you heard some of the Russians caught in Ukraine are as young as 16.
I mean, yeah.
I saw some of the ones that were supposed to be captured, and the Ukrainians had them, and they were talking to them, and he says they were just told to go to the recruiter thing and be there. They handed them, these are like teachers, not kids, but like teachers, a security guard, whatever. Boom, here, teacher stuff, and you're going there. Boom.
Wow. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Appalachian Gunrunner says, fly into an American airport with hashish, and they'll lock you up too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not your country.
Isn't that why? So, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this why FPS Russia
no longer
got into all his nonsense?
He has got caught doing something. He bought something through the mail, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
He bought
oils?
Vape pens, marijuana vape oil.
He did, yeah. It was a similar thing, right?
The mail.
Pretty similar thing. And I don't believe that should have all happened to him either. I think that's all bullshit.
No.
You know,
they target people.
That's exactly what it was. Is he was a target. Somebody was looking to put some sort of dirt on him.
Yeah. American Bulldog wants to know how they determined it was medicinal oil. I don't think it matters, man. The Russians can say whatever they want to. I'm pretty sure they were like, American, they know she's trying to leave. I think we'll hold on to you for a little while, my friend.
There ain't no calling your lawyer over there, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have no innocent till proven guilty stuff over there.
Yeah, so, let me see. Flying Rich is sending us this picture. There you go. G17 barrel threaded. So
that he bought from. Me and Rich did a little swapping and trading for that barrel.
Oh, okay, very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else? Do you have any other Gorn that you want to show, Walter or Patrick, before
not a whole lot. I got my Russian gun sitting around me, but that's nothing too new.
Let me see what I can find in the Stargate. Let's take a look in the Stargate here and see what we can find.
Okay, while Walter is doing that, I will share one with you guys. This is the first gun I ever made a gun YouTube video about, coming up right now. Boom!
Yeah, I remember that thing.
Look at that. That is my RFB from Keltec with the... How long is this freaking barrel, Patrick? I don't know.
24 inch.
24 inch.
It's the Hunter model, which looks ridiculous.
With the Redfield scope on it. Yeah. I still like this gun. Forward ejecting, so the rounds are dribbling out of right here. This hole right here, they dribble out of, and then here's your adjustment. Famous for having literally 60-something clicks on the gas.
Yeah, but the question of the day is there a QD mount on that gun?
And the answer of the day would be no. You can get... No, there's no QD point on this. What are you, crazy? Yeah. I have this thing that you strap onto it with Velcro, and then you could, so it's like, like a little...
So you got a strap on then, huh?
Yeah, it's got a strap on it, It's not the first time it ever happened. So right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, this Velcro thing is like a QD thing right there. Well, not really QD. It's a loop right there. And then you could loop stuff through there. But yeah, there is no I don't know if anyone ever made, like, you could probably do something with the pins and everything that push out, and do some QD things with them. But yeah, I'm a big. I like this gun. You know, this gun is cool, man. You know, let's see if we can get it back here. I think it comes back. And does it go? No, you can't lock it. I think you can lock this back. You got to figure out how exactly I lock this back, because I think I've done it before. But yeah, there you go. So RFB 308 bullpup. What was it? Forward ejecting awesomeness. What they would call a battle rifle. And my first video. So, what is this, Walt? What you got here?
Well, just what you just called one of your favorites. It just with wood. Mm-hmm. It's AKV. Yeah.
The wood version. Yeah, the wood. Ooh.
Where I fix the obnoxious corners with a file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I did make the thing lock back, by the way. That's what I was messing around with. So you can see the channel. See that channel right there? That silver stuff right here? That's where the shell casings are going through. So yeah. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I think I shot your wood AKV before.
Yeah, I've had it up there at your place a couple times.
Yeah. What do you guys think is going to be at the gathering? I'm going to try to get the PSA guys on next week, so I'm working on it. I'll talk to you guys about what they'll have. I know there's probably questions out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm hoping to see some AK goodness.
Yeah.
What you're hoping to see is some crink-off goodness. That's what you're hoping to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I know what you want to see, but I know what I would like to see.
Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of good stuff that came out of SHOT Show, right? I don't think they put out like 100 things like they did in the previous SHOT Show, but they put out a couple.
Well,
things.
They didn't talk up too many things, which is a wise move.
Right.
Because
what is Walther hunting for?
Well, I was looking through the Stargate, but it's just turned into a black hole.
It was unintentionally pretty good.
Yeah. Never heard that before. By the way, look, I even had a couple of beers over the weekend. I'm just throwing up some pictures.
Wow. Oh, I can't believe you.
I even had a couple of beers. Right there, yeah. And guess what I did right after that?
You let your flamethrower up.
No, I went right to sleep. It was cool.
What would the van life folks do if I got in the middle of that ring of things and fired off?
They would have loved it, man. They would have loved it. Maybe you can do that next year, you know? Check this out. Yep. Look. Drinking a beer.
Taking it easy. Chilling.
Drinking a beer. So, I don't even know if Lola took advantage of me after I drank that beer. I don't know. I don't even...
Spousal abuse right there.
I don't even remember.
Going which way?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's never good.
Oh, it was real good Saturday. Anyways,
right.
Yeah.
And and this is not necessarily the best picture in the world, but a friend of mine went up and took a picture. Look at all these vans.
Nobody had a drone there?
A lot of vans. Oh, there was a drone. I'm trying to get I haven't got my hands on a drone. What's with the gloves, Walt? Walter has some weird
gloves in here, you know.
What are those gloves for?
Well, they could be for working. They could be for mini bike riding. They could be for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't judge what I get my gloves for. I just get them. You know.
Okay. No judge. The gloves you don't judge. Everything else.
Yeah, gloves are wide open.
Pretty judgy, yeah. Pretty judgy. But gloves, he doesn't care what his gloves do. It's all good.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's see. 42 Chill says, "Did it hurt in the morning?" With Arms List, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Arms List. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Arms List. All right, let's see. So I'm going to... I don't know why. Okay, it's on my thing here. So, what is... Walt?
Can you see that spark?
Do it again. Yes, a little. I saw it one time. Go ahead, do it. Yep. Yep.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. I gotta mix up some special fuel mixture.
Liquid. Will that thing take special fuel?
No. You can use just straight gasoline.
Yeah, but will it take special fuel?
As in
napalm. Can you gelinize some diesel?
I don't think it'll pump. I think that would be too thick for it to pump it out.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
What I am going to mix up a 5-gallon jerry can full of miscellaneous petroleum products that I saved from this, that, and the other, and I'll probably half it with gasoline, and a little bit of diesel, a little bit of oil mixed in, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's a good way to get rid of stale gas too. But, yeah. Next weekend.
I'm sure you could sell your stale gas right now.
Well, I don't think I'd want to burn it, put it in a vehicle and try to burn it.
No.
But maybe if you had a righteous Mercedes diesel engine like I have, you can mix it with
some... You could actually handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can mix it with some, maybe go 50-50 with the diesel and probably burn it, yeah. It'd probably take it just fine.
So what other things have been going on? What other things are going on? I don't know if the folks out there have questions or things they want to get to. What other things have been going on around the country other than gas prices? And I think
everything's sucking.
I think we covered that pretty well.
Transportation prices and whatever prices you want to pick, everything's went up.
Yeah, the price of everything's going up. I mean, we're just living in that world. It's also, inflation plays a part in that.
Well, that's
you just print money.
That's the answer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna happen. Did you see the thing with the Pentagon extending National Guard for the truckers in DC for the freedom?
No, what?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. They don't like American. They don't like American or Canadian freedom, apparently. Just freedom for people in very corrupt countries on the other side of the planet. Let me see if I can pull it up here. The Pentagon on Monday extended National Guard support to Washington, D.C. law enforcement after the Capitol Police Board over the weekend issued an emergency declaration due to truck drivers protesting COVID-19 policies in the area. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin approved requests from the U.S. Capitol Police and the D.C. Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency to extend previously approved National Guard support in the district, including around the U.S. Capitol area. So they don't like the truckers.
You can you can protest everything, but
you can burn down cities and burn down grocery stores and loot and rob. But you can't drive your truck around protesting?
Nope, can't do that. That's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's interesting. We could hand out air-to-air missiles and stuff like that to people. We can hand out guns. We could do all that kind of stuff.
They're very excited about the Ukrainians giving their own people machine guns, but okay, now we don't talk about that here.
Yeah.
Don't you start thinking about that.
Ukrainians could fight for freedom, but truckers no. Truckers no.
I just had a good idea. What if you had a Molotov cocktail party?
Molotovs aren't illegal as long as you're not doing anything crazy stupid with them, right?
Remember, you've seen the video from the Ukraine where they're whole people.
They're putting them all, building them up.
Oh yeah, by the hundreds. Yeah. And
if it happens in the Ukraine, it's freedom. If it happens in America, it is terrorism.
You're a terrorist.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And you're making a weapon of mass destruction. That's what it is. Yes, that's
probably that's what they call it.
First, it'd be a weapon of mass destruction, and secondly, if it was too many white people, you'd be racist. So, it's and then after that, you'd be called homophobes because what do you do with a Molotov cocktail? And then whatever name else you can think. What is it? A Republican? Oh dear.
Yeah, well, that's considered. What do they consider those? Nazis.
Terrorism.
Neo-Nazis.
So let's all have a Molotov cocktail creation party. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, it would not go well.
No, they're scared. They're scared of their own people. But they're not.
They should be.
Yeah, but they pretend that that what's happening in Ukraine is something that those folks over there need to fight for freedom. So, and I don't argue that. I don't argue that they need to fight for freedom. Every human being, you were born with the right to fight for your freedom. And you're going to have to fight your government for that. And I wish the people in Russia would fight their government for that, but hey, it is what it is.
Hasn't gotten to that yet.
Yeah, lots of people getting locked up in Russia.
Yeah.
Lots of people getting carted off. I've seen videos of dudes getting beat down.
If
I don't see any investigations going on for those FSB agents kicking the living crap out of a dude in Russia.
If their current army they're throwing into Ukraine is any indication of the Russian army,
it's embarrassing, right?
I don't think you would have too much to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
So and because it's always been a thing here in this country, that's how they built. The Cold War was a lot of it was based on just propaganda and fear mongering. And the industrial complex, whatever, military industrial complex, without an enemy, there'd be no money. So, so you gotta when you see this stuff is going on over there. Not all, some of it might be the Ukrainians' propaganda stuff when they're showing these 16-year-old kids being picked up. But you gotta it puts a little thought in your mind. It's like, well, they're not maybe as badass as they want you to think they are. So,
or they definitely
it's
sent
incredible.
in the D squad. Yeah.
Maybe they're, if they wanted to, if the Russians wanted to, they could just start bombing the fuck out of the place. And but once you bomb the fuck out of the place, there's nothing left to invade for.
There's no infrastructure to take over.
I mean, at this point, they've captured.
They would have to
they've
pay money to
captured
rebuild
things.
everything.
Yeah, they've captured some nuclear power plants and stuff like that.
That's the scariest thing that they've done so far.
Yeah.
Well,
Night Train says I would still not take a nuclear-powered nation like Russia lightly, especially without woke
like
military.
I said, if he wants to, he could really rain a ton of shit down on them. But then again, that won't fix anything. That's not going to stop those people with those Molotov cocktails. So when you roll into that city and there's those big apartment buildings on either side of the road, guess what starts flying out of the windows?
There's some videos of that right now.
Molotov cocktails and how
they're trying to drive APCs in.
Along in your APC and all of a sudden it's on fire.
Yeah, there was a video of a night raid where they're trying to bring APCs into a barricaded area, and they get past the cameraman and you just see fire raining down on top of them. They're not going to have a good time.
Not going to have a good day, no. And you get out of your vehicle, they're going to throw them on top of you. So,
hell yeah. Perfect opportunity.
Well, your vehicle's going to be on fire.
And your comrades are going to haul ass in the other direction and leave you to burn in the street.
Yeah, they are. They're not sticking around.
I don't want to see either side. And some people get. I heard Brandon Herrera made a statement about he doesn't want to see anybody get killed over there, which I kind of feel the same way, because it's kind of senseless. And he caught a lot of flack for that, because you're supposed to automatically be like, "Oh, kill all the Russians, kill all the Russians." It's like, well, if they shoot at you, yeah, but if they're just, I don't know, they don't want to be there either. Those guys don't want to be there either. So
yeah. It's easy It's easy for people to say that until you have to live in it, and it's easy to forget that what your government does or what your government believes is not connected to what you do or what you believe. But we're obviously living that, right? The people in our government, the people who are running this country, including Republicans, they don't represent me. Okay, they don't think like me. I'm not with those people at all. So just bear that in mind, that easily that could be us too, right? And no one wants to see that. We've been saying it for a long time. I think there are Russians. I think there's evidence that there's Russians don't want this all to happen. Who wants this? Yeah, who wants this?
I mean, the word that I keep hearing thrown around is brother war. It's because they're Slavs are basically brothers. Ukrainians and Russians are very closely related. No.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But the thing is, well, let's look at it this way. This is Europe. This is the continent of Europe. Okay? European continent. And people even outside of this, people in Poland, people in England, people in the places around this, even in Italy or whatever, they're thinking, oh, on our same continent, World War III is kicking off. I mean, I'm just trying to enjoy myself and, you know,
I just
Netflix
got to come
and
out
chill.
of my house. I've been locked up in my
That's
house.
the crazy thing, yeah.
I just got to go get some spaghetti for the first time and sit outside and drink some
people don't
whatever they drink in Italy. You know, I mean, I'm just kind of fun with it, but you know, it's like
Pellegrino, sparkling water.
Yeah. They got to go down to the ocean side. Yeah.
And
it's
no,
not,
seriously
it's not
though.
funny.
chill with some gelato.
Yeah.
You know? Think about all those hot Italian chicks that want to walk around in short shorts right now, man.
It's very sad that we're not able to see that.
I agree.
Wait a minute. What, you lost your interweb? What's wrong with you, Patrick? You don't have interweb?
Those are archives. He wants to see the latest, freshest.
The latest videos.
Yeah, he don't want to see the old stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But really, it is a thing. You know, people don't want that. Look, so the Russians got cut off. I think China came in there and is replacing the credit cards and stuff like that with some kind of Chinese.
That's good.
Payment
China
system.
may take care of you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
PayPal
They want to take over.
Yeah, PayPal cut off Russia too. And here, I feel very proud. I feel very proud that PayPal went after me years before they went after Russia. You know, but yeah. Apparently, I need to also look for some Chinese support here when it comes
financing?
to financing, since PayPal cut me off. But yeah, you know, I don't think people around the world don't want that, man. They want to go to work, you know, take care of their families, have nice things. They don't want this shit.
That's it. That's all people want.
So who was it? Do you got? Like, I didn't really, because I was doing stuff over the weekend, but I don't follow the news. I did hear that someone called for people to take out Putin in Russia. Did you guys hear that?
I don't have a problem with it.
Did you see the meeting he had with his ministers?
No.
It was very terse. His head spy was
classic.
like,
It was classic Stalin / Hitler.
Yes, it absolutely was. I saw it.
They sit there and they stand up and they talk, and one guy was stumbling. And Putin started,
and he was like, "Spit it out, spit it out, spit it out."
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all sitting there, and that's like,
yeah. So that guy got
like the screen froze.
Yeah, that guy got in trouble after that. We won't see him anymore. Yeah.
He was one of his like chief spies or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yuri is no longer with us, folks.
Yeah.
When he left, he went into the elevator and Putin pressed the button and he fell down the tubes and fell into the shark. Yeah, into the shark pool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys
What
hear
in
the
Star Wars
doorbell?
where they open the thing? What is that? What's that monster down in the pit?
The Sarlacc pit?
The other monster that Luke Skywalker fought.
The Rancor.
Rancor,
yeah. And that was cool in the Mandalorian when he rode or not Mandalorian, but in the thing where he up on the back riding the Rancor.
Yeah, that was Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Yeah.
It was cool and it was not cool, huh?
The dog.
Yes, I'm hearing Buckshot. I'm hearing Buckshot going for it.
Yeah. We have some guests over, so I got to dip out 30 minutes.
All right, cool. All right,
gentlemen.
All right, Babyface.
See you on again tomorrow night.
Yes. We're gonna be on tomorrow.
I'll cover my time tomorrow night.
Okay, cool. Yeah, tomorrow we've got Josh from Barnauls coming in.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll hop on tomorrow night.
Okay, cool.
Pleasure, everybody. Have a great Monday night.
All right. Stay away from oils.
Oils?
Yes, you know what I mean. No oils. It's what we've been talking about. No hemp oil for you.
Oh, no, I don't partake in that. No. All right, gentlemen.
Okay, all right. Good night. Yeah. American Bulldog says Lindsey Graham took a lot of heat for his statements. Oh, was it Lindsey Graham that said that?
What did he say?
Maybe he was the guy who said that they should just take out Putin, but they should. I mean.
Oh, well.
You know?
Yeah, that's not.
If you don't want to live this life, it's up to you. I don't think America can solve everyone's problems, and look, it sucks, you know. I mean, It just sucks, no matter who it is. If I was born in Guyana, if Guyana is actually going through a lot of crap. China's taking over Guyana right now. It's basically run by the Chinese and by the Colombian cartels. And you don't hear me saying America has to solve that. America can't solve it.
Not our problem. They're the ones that these countries don't realize when you invite the Chicoms into your country, you're all they're there for is to manipulate you and take over. So
yeah. Yeah, people, if you want to save your country, you have to fight for it. Okay, you have to be willing to die for it. And that fight is never over, right? I mean, America had to fight for that. And obviously people get complacent and we get to situations like this where we are right now, and people will have to fight for it again. I mean, I don't want that, but it's the cycle, right? It's the circle of life, I guess.
Well, Europe's in that cycle too. Every so many years they have a knockdown drag out. So they're overdue. Actually, it's like a volcano that hasn't went off. They're overdue, I guess. So
So we will see. We will see what happens. Someone says Lindsey Graham is a drunk night train. Says Lindsey Graham is a drunk.
He might be. A lot of them are drunks there.
I don't like the Republicans. In case you guys,
Well, I mean, they've all been there too long, most of them. So they need to have a house cleaning, so to speak.
Yeah. So, what's up?
Well, my son just sent me extensive RV electric guide. So he sent me. He's researching. Yeah. We're plotting.
Tell the folks what you're up to with your van life.
Okay. So
that's going on.
I'll turn it off so I don't hear the beep beeps. I bought the RV. That everybody knows that. If you don't, I bought an RV, Class B RV, 2005 MB Cruiser by Forest River. Typically interior, it looks like an RV. Particle board and wood, and it's kind of the more you look, the more it gets a little cheesy. So we're gonna do is first I think, and we're gonna just use it for a little while like it is, but I've come to the conclusion that I don't like the way it is. So we're gonna probably in the near future here gut it all out, the whole interior. The cab area where you drive in the passenger side is really nice and clean. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfect. But everything in the backside where you live, everything in the backside is bad. So,
okay, that seems to be your theme.
No,
that seems to be your theme. And this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like previously, right?
No. See, now you're showing.
Is that what it looks like now?
Okay, no. What it looks like now, it has a new front bumper cover on it too.
Yeah.
So what it had was these running boards, these nasty fiberglass running boards, and rear fender flares. That nasty 70s looking front spoiler.
So that's what you've got now.
That's the new one. That's the original style. And see, we took off the running boards, so it's nice and clean down the sides. So we're going to go inside and we're going to gut the whole thing. And I'm going to redo the bathroom area. I've got a new idea for that. That's going to be really cool. Going to make the shower tub and all that stuff out of stainless steel. Make a custom one. Probably the whole shower area is going to be all in stainless steel, which will be
nice,
kind of different. Yeah,
fancy.
We can weld and work metal and all that stuff, so we can do it.
Okay.
And another reason is to get the actual shower tub down low, so when you stand in it, it doesn't feel like your head's going to pop through the top of the roof. I'm not very tall. I'm only like 5'10". But when you stand in the shower stall, your head's all the way up to the top because it's freaking 6 or 7 inches off the ground.
Yeah, it's up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, too high.
What's under there? Is there plumbing under there or something?
Maybe they have a P trap, which is the underneath there, but it looks like it goes right into the tank. So we're gonna find out on Thursday. One thing we're gonna find out, we're gonna put it up. Hank's coming into town on Thursday. We're gonna put it up on a lift at a shop down the street from my shop, and we're going to see the whole bottom of it and make a video of the whole thing underneath it. So if you like,
we wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC. Okay, we're back here. Sorry about that. Well, got cut off. I wasn't even paying attention.
So we're gonna start from the back of the thing and work forward. There's a lot of wasted space inside the van. There's a RVs, van RV. I get confused. I'm so confused. I got to stop calling it a truck.
Yeah. American Bulldog says stainless steel might be a bit heavy.
Nah, not really. You can use some relatively thin stuff. We'll figure it out. I'll take a little bit of. Well, I'll tell you what I did today, and I'll tell you about weight. So, but anyways, we're going to redo the whole interior: batteries, solar panels, new fans. I'm going to get a 12-volt air conditioner. It's got a 110 air conditioner now. Going to go to a diesel heater instead of the propane heater. Going to keep the generator. I'm not getting rid of my gen set. But today, I inside the van there was a TV screen, an LCD TV screen, and these two big janky speakers, just obnoxiously large speakers mounted.
Right.
I removed those guys, the speakers and the TV, plus with the running boards, we weighed everything. That was 88 pounds altogether that I've already stripped off of it.
Yeah.
88 pounds of old school RVing.
Right,
so
right.
My plan is that everything I take out before I'm going to get it weighed before we strip it out. And then we'll get it weighed afterwards once it's empty. And then we'll get it weighed again when we're all done and see what differences and stuff for it. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting when we strip it out, because then we'll have a clean slate to start with. So
yeah, I would definitely go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
It'll be a lot easier to kind of figure out what you want to do when you're not looking at existing things in there. So
yeah, I think it'll be better to strip it out and then also see what it weighs, and then think a little bit about the weight that goes back in there. There's a couple of things you could do. The aluminum, the 80/20 stuff will help for framing and all that, and keep it strong and still lightweight, I think.
Oh yeah.
But there's lots of places.
The stainless steel shower tub and stuff won't weigh that much. It really won't. And for the durability you get out of that stainless steel or even aluminum, like some people do in their shower stall, versus that janky plastic fiberboard stuff they put in some of these things. It's like, because I don't even have it's not even like a one-piece stall, kind of like yours. Yours is kind of like a unit they stick in as a one-piece.
Well, yeah, they have a big mold for that. So you would have to go through the whole thing of making a mold to do all that anyway,
but I can't,
which is not. Yeah.
See, the difference between my vehicle and Hank's is Hank's has two back doors that open up still. When they built mine, they sealed the back door and put a window in, so I can't bring things in from the back.
This is what happens when you seal your back door, man.
People
can't go in the back door. You can't put things in the back door when you seal it. Obviously,
you got to do a workaround then. So we have to
chimney.
We have to strip from the front to the back and then build from the back to the front. So
42 Chilled says keep the weight low for bug out.
Oh no. My vehicle's a 2500. Hank's is like a 3500, which has dual wheels in the back. I don't have dualies in the back, so I can't have that like luxury ceramic toilet or something. They do make that for RVs though. I was looking at toilets today.
Oh yeah,
and you can get ceramic. You can get fancy. Probably get a gold-plated one if your butt.
It's so crazy. I've seen some crazy showers. You should look at some of the videos. I think when I was at where did I see those things? Was it the Overland show? Maybe it was the Overland show or someplace I went to, and I saw this company out in New York, and they make these beautiful like shower like tiled showers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, this has got to be so heavy.
I'm all for the big gang shower, but it ain't gonna work in a Class B. So.
No, not at all. If you guys want to see this, go to Dirtfoot Racing. I'm not sure why with whatever account I have here I'm not subscribed, but smash that subscribe button so we can get Walter to 1,000 subscribers. But he's got videos on this.
Look at that Florida Flywheels video. That's got 974
Flywheels. Oh,
views.
there
I
you
should
go.
have just
Okay.
as much on my video.
Yeah, there you go. I'll pull it up here. Florida Flywheels. What was this? What's the Florida Flywheels all about?
Old engines,
Old
old
engine.
tractors.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Looks like a Russian
stuff.
nuclear tank or something right there.
That is this ginormous engine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that! Look at my wife.
Who's in that straw hat? Who's that lovely
that's my
lady?
Old school girl.
Yeah,
that's my
walking
girl.
around
Yeah,
in a straw hat. That's a nice straw hat. I need to get Lola one of those straw hats.
I call that her Brett Michaels hat.
It's very country. It's very country. You know, it's kind of.
Yes, it is. Yes,
yeah.
it is, and it works for shade too.
Right. Yeah, look at that.
But it was it's a cool show if you guys get to go, if you like old engines and like, you know, just vintage type equipment and stuff like that.
That's some awesome porta potties right there. Those are vintage porta potties. I don't know why you had to get this guy getting into the porta potty right there, but okay.
Well, you know, I'm all inclusive on that.
Lots of golf carts around here. It's like the Villages. It's like the Villages with a.
That's how everybody gets around. It's such a big show that to see everything, people they rent them.
Oh, check this out! Look, Walter's looking at a Jeep. I wonder if this Jeep even goes in the mud. Is this one of those Jeeps that goes in the mud, Walt?
I don't know the owner on that Jeep.
Or one of these? Is it one of those Jeeps that only goes on a trailer? You can't see any mud.
A trailer queen. Yeah.
Yeah, is it a trailer queen or is it like an actual World War II tough Jeep?
Well, I can tell you next year when we go, we're bringing the Halflinger, and I ain't walking because we walked our buttocks off at that place.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And we didn't even see it all. There's a lot we didn't see because we were walking. So
yeah, that's cool. If you got 42 Chill says Villages show. Yeah, if you guys want to see that, go to Dirtfoot Racing on YouTube. Walter's got
check it out.
A lot of cool stuff there. And he's going to be putting up videos from this build. I already have one video that I need to get up as soon as I get everything done from the Ocala show, which I think I have at least one or two things left from there, and then I'll get that video up. And I'm going out there also on Thursday this week. I don't think I said it yet, but this week we're only doing Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday's my birthday, so
happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to take care of that on Thursday.
I'll be hiding out. Yeah. We're gonna have to have a party. I think I want to go to hang out in Hooters, probably.
Have the girls sing happy birthday?
No, I hate that. I don't want anyone to sing happy birthday to me. I hate that whole thing. So no thanks. No, I definitely don't need that. Thank you very much. But I'm gonna be 50. I'm gonna be kicking it at 50. I'm gonna be an old man. I don't know if I qualify for my AARP or whatever nonsense the communists are doing these days. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah. All you oldsters that buy that AARP line, man, you're getting taken to the cleaners.
Oh man.
Anyway, so we're gonna do a video when we strip it out.
I just got some bad news, by the way. I just got some terrible news. I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won't get into it right now, but I just got some really bad news, so that sucks. Night Train says his birthday is on Thursday, and DCG 44 says happy birthday. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video when we strip out the van too. So when we pull that whole interior out in a couple hours, you'll get to see it all. So it'll be interesting. So
yeah. Right. So everyone say thanks for the happy birthdays and all that kind of stuff. I usually just try to be low key, but since low key.
Oh, like a Marvel character?
Yeah.
Low-key?
Yeah. No.
You got a little hat with horns on?
Yeah, I'm the black variant from the Black universe.
Loki. He's actually one of my favorite villains from that whole thing.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. They had some, it was entertaining. I mean, there was a lot of nonsense they put in there, but it was entertaining. So I'll be hanging out with Lola and I think at least one of my kids. The other one, I don't think I get to see him until Sunday or something like that because he was in school. Although his butt was in New York partying.
Is that the one that's had to stay a little longer at school?
Yes. He had some time to go hang out in New York City, though.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. Sorry, I just got thrown for a little bit of a loop there.
Okay.
A loop there. So, yeah, I don't know if I really want to talk about what that was because I don't know if it's public, but I just found out some bad news from a very good friend of ours. So it sucks. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got there, Walt?
Oh, it's just what would Walt do AR-15?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that functions flawlessly.
Yep. Yep. Very nice.
Yep. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
It's a keeper.
Yep. We haven't really spoken about, like, are we getting into some projects, some gun building projects? I know Babyface has one going on, but
Yeah, he's got the Segas.
yeah, but we've got to actually put some other stuff together. So
yeah, I got some things I need to do too. I just got this damn RV now, and it's like, my mind is and there's still, I'm working on mini bike stuff and RVs and
you got to cycle through things, like do this, and then you get tired of this, then go to the next thing, and then. But obviously the RV has to get done for a couple of different reasons. One, and most importantly, I'm making videos.
And two, I don't want it sitting around unfinished.
Yeah, because you spent some money on that.
I'm gonna spend some more money on it, but
right.
In the end, it's a good investment in the end.
Yeah, plus you need it for dirt foot racing. I think it's really important for you to get it done for dirt foot racing, so you can get out there. And I think it'll be funny for you to make videos when you strip everything out of there, and you guys have to go someplace. Yeah, and you don't have anything in there. That's gonna be amusing.
I don't know how long that's gonna last, but because I presented that concept to my son, and I got the stink eye. So,
who is this? Will?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean,
that's why I don't want the project to linger. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't understand where Will's coming from, but I mean, yeah. I know Will is very excited about this project, so he's got his own plans.
Well, he is into it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But like I said, at first I thought about just making do with it for a while and using it like it was, and then I'm thinking that's too janky. It needs to be brought into the current with the current equipment that's available.
Yeah, well, I think also, like, my advice is, like, that someone was living in that for a long time, and then I don't know how long it was sitting there and stuff like that. And it's not in bad shape, but there's a lot of smells and everything in there. So if you're gonna try to use it before you do the work, then you really need to take some time and really go through that and clean it up. Because otherwise, if you try to live in it with those smells that you don't necessarily like or you're used to, it's just going to be annoying to you. So
yeah, and it's got some leaks that had some water damage, and probably a little bit of mold here and there. So we got
night trains. Go ahead. I was going to say happy.
Better.
You go.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say happy birthday to Night Train. Happy birthday! Everyone's wishing Night Train happy birthday. A lot of Pisces out there. You're a Pisces, but you kicked off the Pisces. The Pisces reign.
On the 20th of February.
Yeah. Happy birthday to all the people out there. So I would say if you're going to do all the work of cleaning it up, you might as well just rip everything out.
Well, that's the only way to really do it. I mean,
yeah. And you can put it back in.
It's got to be rewired completely in the whole 9 yards. So plus I want to get proper batteries, and it's just, you can't do it halfway.
Yeah.
You got to do it all the way. So.
And one of the things we're trying to do with this video is show people, like, let's say, because I know, so number one thing that happens in the van world is people are like, man, these vans are $100,000, $150,000, $200,000, $300,000. So this is probably a way that you can get into it. Let's say like around 25, and you're gonna put more.
Oh, but by the time it's all over with, I'll probably have, with batteries and everything else, and all the little
some money in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
it won't be $100,000.
No. It'll be way under
we'll see.
$50,000. So
yes. Yeah.
And it's like 5 miles away from turning 60,000 miles. On a diesel engine, that's like nothing. So it's got another 250,000 miles in its life.
So what do you think about the whole thing? Do you believe me when I say that these companies are going to stop making diesels? Like Mercedes, the Sprinter vans are not going to be diesels anymore, and they're not going to make 4x4 anymore. That's the rumors out there.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that, but
because of the laws, they're going to run into these walls. These laws are set for 2030, so and a lot of places want it by 2025, or you can't hit that. You can't hit that wall.
They don't have any. There's not any good replacements at this point. So
it's going to be interesting. I predict that I predict it's going to happen. 2, I predict that the used car market is going to be insane. That's my prediction.
I've always said, one thing I said you could do is just start. Suburban's a fine example.
Mm-hmm.
I have a business. All it does is you rebuild, refresh Suburbans.
Mm-hmm.
From whatever age it is. That's your thing. Because you can't. There's going to be a time when they're going to say, "Well, that's just too big. You don't need that."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, if there's hundreds of thousands of Suburbans out there, if you're rebuilding them, people are always going to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like with anything. Once you say somebody can't have it, what do they want? They want one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to. And when you say you can't have a diesel one, what do they want? I want the diesel one.
Right. And, I think they're going to wind up having to tax us and stuff like that. So you know what Japan does, right? If you have an old car in Japan, you're wealthy because they tax the living crap out of you to have an old car. If you have an old car, they tax the living bejeebas out of you.
That tax thing. I mean, it's once again. So you're going to tax the poors? Or are they going to get an exemption because they're poor? Are they going to get an earned car income credit?
Look, always, we could joke around about it, but who pays for all this in the end is the people in the middle.
The people who pay the taxes.
The people in the middle. The people in the middle. The people who pay taxes, the business owners, the employers, the middle class folks out there, the folks who go to work, the folks who have, businesses that they're starting or trying to run. Yeah. Those are the folks who will have no choice, right? Like, they'll have to tax the living daylights out of you, and really they're going to have to try to get rid of diesel to stop these vehicles from existing. They'll have to tax diesel or tax gas stations for having diesel. To be honest with you, we're going to see taxes just even for gasoline.
Well,
and it sucks, but this is what happens when you try to force things into this direction.
Yep, and well, who knows what'll happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a politician if it goes bad. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
Of either party, by the way.
Yeah, people need to wake up and pay attention to these politicians. For a lot of the stupid, frilly things that you're trying to do. I mean, look, I honestly, when I say this, I don't give a shit who people get married to or anything like that. I really do not care. But I want smaller government and less laws. Okay. Yep. If we want America to strive and for people to build things and for things to be available in America, we have to make it conducive for people here. And it's the wealthy people that you hate. Those are the people who have the money and they're going to invest in businesses and employ people and build things in America.
I always laugh at people like, I hate those big corporations and I hate this. Who do those big corporations employ?
People. They
employ a lot of people.
The people in the middle. The people in the middle.
Yeah.
What are you getting? Cookies?
I hate that.
Yeah,
some chocolate chip ones. I hate those people with those big yachts. Well, who's cleaning that yacht? Who's working on that yacht? Who's putting the fuel in that yacht? Who's painting that yacht?
You know what people don't realize? The wealthy can hide from all your bullshit. You could throw everything you want to at the wealthy. I was listening to two wealthy guys talking. And one of them said, you know what, man? I'm selling all my houses. I'm getting rid of all my shit. I'm just going to live out of an RV because I want them to give me welfare. Because once he hides all his money, what can you do? Government can't do shit. In order for these politicians to go after the wealthy people, they have to eliminate the things that they use that protect them from paying all the taxes that they create. Well, they won't do that. So if you have enough money, you can actually figure out how to avoid all of this. And by the way, you don't have to be wealthy to do it, right? You just have to be practical and buckle down and spend the time researching and figuring out how. But there's this thing in America called trusts, and especially charitable trusts, their taxes are limited, and most of the very wealthy people like Bill Gates and all these politicians that you see out there, their money is in trusts, so they only have to pay a certain amount of they don't have to pay any taxes because their trust pays taxes or does charities, and including that taxable what's taxable for that trust can actually go to a charity that you own. So what these people do, they create charities, and they or their family members work there. So they're not going to pay for anything.
Ask Bill and Hillary. They'll tell you about it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So people have to stop believing this nonsense.
They want to save Haiti.
Yeah.
It's all for the children, right?
They didn't do shit for Haiti, but yes, I mean, obviously that's the point that you're making.
And then when they get investigated, all of a sudden it all goes away. Boom, gone. We're out of here.
Yeah. So my thing is when there's people in America that fall for all of this, go overboard, for sure, it's not our business. What people do that doesn't hurt kids, doesn't hurt other people, or doesn't take away from other people is not my business. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. I don't care what your religion is or your lack of religion or your sexual preferences. I don't care about any of those kind of things. Yeah.
Stay out of my way.
This kind of nonsense that we're doing affects us all, but we're so blindly led into this that we are the ones who are going to pay for it. I
don't care what you do or what you are either. Just stay out of my way. And when I mean stay out of my way, it means don't make me have to do things special because you want to be special. All right?
Yeah, we're either all special or no one's special. And at the end of the day, the universal truth is no one's special. The universe doesn't give a shit about anyone. The universe is not going to save you because you're black or white or male or female or this thing or that thing. It doesn't give a shit.
Or you don't burn any gasoline, or you don't.
You stand in front of a train, it will annihilate you.
Run your ass over.
Yeah. It really doesn't care. So don't create things that make you suffer and everyone else suffer because you're trying to prove a point. That's how we wind up in this situation. If you're one of those people who's out there complaining about this, but you let these old senile, these people who are out there are old and senile running this country. And you voted for them, and you think, I'm getting rid of this guy because he's an old white guy and he's evil. How evil are these people? What's the difference?
He might be old and senile, but he's going rich, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying. I don't. Listen, I am pretty. Here's what I would say about Trump. If they had some stuff, I don't know. I'm not God. I'm not omniscient.
They had nothing on Trump.
But if they had something on him, we would have seen it already. But my experience with him and his family is the opposite of that, and the American experience is the opposite of that. Hence, the movies that he was in, and the stuff he did with Hollywood, and the stuff he did with rappers, and all that kind of stuff. And even Oprah asked him to run for president. You could go back to 1988 and find video of Oprah Winfrey asking him to run for president. Yes, when he was a Democrat, when he was down with them. As you can see what's happening to Elon Musk, when you're not down with them anymore, then they don't, wait, we don't like you. All of this stuff happening in America, and the number one American manufacturer of electric cars, they don't invite to the White House. Well, they invite the other car companies. Yeah.
He's not down with their business.
Right. So, and I'm not making a judgment on Elon Musk either. He could be a good person, bad person. I don't know. I don't care. It's most of us don't give a crap. Just don't do stuff that destroys our life, makes our life more expensive, and makes it more difficult for us to take care of our family members.
he's accomplished some incredible shit. I mean,
if we were still relying on the Russians, we'd be big time screwed right now.
If we were waiting on NASA to fly a rocket, it might be before I'm 80. Maybe. Mm-hmm. And then they have to do this, and they got to do this. And
this mofo made, like, him and his people and all that kind of stuff. It's not just him, right? They make a rocket that, like, in the olden days, remember we used to look at those things from the 50s? That the rockets would take off, and then the same rocket would come back down and land, and we're like, boom. That's bullshit. That'll never happen. They basically are doing black magic. There was a thing where the Russians said, "Oh, when we pull," I was looking at this. The Russians said, "When we pull our support for the space station from you, how are you going to get up there without the Russians? What is America going to do? Fly up there in broomsticks?" And Elon Musk replied back, "Yes, American broomsticks."
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean.
So.
Yeah. Bless the Russians' heart.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't care, man. I don't like or dislike the Russians or other people because I feel the same way about people around the world. I don't like or dislike you. I just don't give a crap. I think we're just like there's at some point America can't save everyone's ass.
No. We shouldn't be saving everybody's ass.
No, people need to save their own selves. Save yourself. It'll be worth it. It'll feel good.
You gotta.
Yeah. Did I lose Walt there? I don't know.
Your own place first, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're there. You're back. No, you're back. I got you. I think I got you. Yeah. It feels good. It feels good to save yourself. It feels good to be able to take care of yourself. And I know people listen to us all over the world. I'm not saying the whole planet listens to us.
And I don't want to, I don't have nothing against the Russian people. I got nothing against the Chinese people. It's just the government sucks. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I got a little bit of that Ruski stuff in me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Like I said, I don't have anything against those people. Those people are just like everybody else. They're just trying to make their way.
Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't want to go.
I don't care what party these politicians are in. The initial meaning and job and signification of politicians where they were supposed to take care of the people. You're not doing that. I don't know what Americans need to show them that politicians. I am registered as a Republican. I vote as a Republican. Okay? I don't give a shit about Republicans or Democrats either. You need to prove to me that you give a shit about the people that you're supposed to take care of. And then I'll be all for you. I'll be down with you.
Right.
Just prove it to me. Okay? And stop the nonsense. There are no special interests. It's America, Americans. Like, all of us are going to suffer regardless of our sex, age, race, religion.
Supposed to be on the same team.
Yeah. After that, man, if you take care of that, do whatever other stupid nonsense you want to do. But if you can't do that, then we don't need you. So I know that we're kind of like ranting about it a little bit here, but at least All
right, rant off.
Yeah. So we're gonna, So listen, here's what we're gonna do. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, Josh Coburn. If you guys like cigars, my friend Josh Coburn will be here. He also works for Barnauls. We're also gonna have, I think, Kevin Dixie coming in. We might get Babyface P coming back. We might get some other people coming in. But Josh is in Nicaragua. I think we're gonna have a good conversation.
Nicaragua.
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 Yeah. He's over there, so we should have some good conversation about that. I think you guys will enjoy it. And what I'm going to do is let Walter tell you like where you can find how to support him. But Babyface is not here, so please go to YouTube/BabyfaceP and support his stuff that he's doing over there. He's also on Facebook, and he's also on
IG too.
He's on Instagram, and he's on Patreon. So go ahead, Walt.
All right, if you want to find us, see what I'm doing, RVing and gun stuff, Safety Farms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Same with Dirtfoot Racing. That's where the van stuff is, and the mini bike stuff. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. There's steadparts.com for all your people been buying barrels by the handfuls. So come on down, grab some barrels, man.
Cool.
I mean, literally handfuls. With
yeah.
Got a.
Can people show up over there in Safety Harbor?
No, it's all mail.
It's all online. All online.
If you want to, you can just give us a call first before you beam hop in.
Make plans.
But yeah, most of it's all mail order. So anyways, yeah, and check that stuff out if you're looking for those type of things. And there's always good old fashioned telephone too if you got a question. So.
Right, absolutely. I think that's the best thing for you guys to do. I know people do have lots of questions for you. We're going to come back, and Walter's going to leave you guys with the words of wisdom, because we've got no choice, Walt. It's all up to you, because I already ran my mouth enough. Wait, hold on, save it. Yeah, like I said, we will be here tomorrow, and then we'll take the rest of the week off, but you will see us on other platforms doing other things. If you haven't seen it, go check out the video that we have on Hankstrain/YouTube, talking about the Florida politicians here throwing the constitutional carry petitions in the trash. Yeah, go check that out. YouTube's not helping me get that video out there.
Man, that's something to put somebody's foot right in somebody's ass.
Yeah, we need
physically.
We need to make sure DeSantis asked for it. We need to make sure that they give it to him.
Have you seen that? Has he seen that video?
Huh? Where he was asking for it?
Have you seen the video of a guy throwing the petitions away?
I saw the pictures of it in the trash, and I saw the video before that of them like trying to get away from these guys when they're taking stuff over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a video of them throwing it in the trash. I thought they had pictures of it in the trash.
Oh, but I wonder if DeSantis has seen it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if he's seen that. We need to make sure he's seen it. Luis Valdez of GOA that was in Tallahassee, spends a lot of time in Tallahassee, was there. He was a witness to it. And our video is him talking about that. I know Legally Armed America also had a really good video about that you guys probably saw. And there's been some articles about it out there as well. So let me run in the end. We're going to come right back here, and then Walt will give us words of wisdom. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us, especially those folks joining us because of the Firearms Radio Network. We appreciate you guys. We've been having a good time since we joined up with those folks over there, and we've had like people from all over the world dialing in here, so big thanks to that. Big shout out to people around the world. One of these days we need to figure out how to get different people from around the world on the show, so that they can give us their opinions or ask us questions about stuff if they want to. I think that would be fun. We need to figure out how to make that happen. So if you are around the world and you think, hey, I could be up at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think we're UTC -5. That's right. Which is like Greenwich Mean Time -5, right? So yeah, Walt, words of wisdom.
I think the chocolate chip cookie could save the planet.
Okay, how so?
I think we negotiate with the chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
Who doesn't like the chocolate chip cookie?
I mean, I like them. I like them.
What?
So if you don't come to an agreement, no cookies and no nookies.
Well, I mean, you open the whole negotiation process with a plate of cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has some cookie in your favorite drink,
right?
And everybody gets on that same, cookie, that sugar high, and then your friends, and
mm-hmm.
perestroika, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, it's a nice sentiment.
Well, I mean, I say people.
42 Chill says, "Buy a barrel, get a cookie."
Well,
I'm with you.
We'll break. You don't speak the same language. How about a chocolate chip cookie?
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee it'll work every time.
Absolutely. All right, I'll take that. I think there's some wisdom in there. I hope you guys can dig into the chocolate chips and discover the wisdom. We are out of here.
Hey, if you're from someplace that don't eat chocolate chip cookies, you really should try one. So
yeah, try a chocolate chip cookie, and let us know what's your dessert over there. Well, that will be
what's your
interesting.
What's your favorite icebreaker, so to speak?
Yeah, absolutely.
Vodka or Jack Daniels or something. Like that,
Beignets. Yeah. There you go. All right, guys, we will see you. Let me press the buttons here before I get in trouble with the guys over at Utreon. Let me press the correct buttons and end this properly. And there we go. We're out of here.